Hey, good morning, Facebook. Welcome to another morning motivation with Big Papa. I woke up this morning thinking about the importance of structure and routines. And they're so critical. They're so critical to my own life. It's like when I am without my routine, it's almost as it's worse than not writing my goals. And one of the most important characteristics of people who are successful is that they have routines, they have structure. And what's important about structure and routine, I mean, sometimes we think about it, we think it's kind of just being OCD. It's not that at all. It's actually that structure and routine give our brains predictability. They give us certainty. And so when we have structure and routine, it actually allows us to be in a brain state that is more regulated on a basic level. It's like removing a threat from your life. And there could be 10. There could be 10 threats, there could be 20 threats. But by providing structure and routine for yourself, you remove that threat. And that is a pretty big one. And I remember I was in a lecture with Bruce Perry once, and he said that foster children require, and this was his exact words, a modicum of control over their life. And I thought, that's really interesting. And really, it's true, because you're talking about children who have experienced a significant trauma in their life, the loss of their biological family, regardless of how abusive, it's all they know. And that's taken from them. And then a lot of times they just go from one place to one place to one place, and they have no control. So they get into a home and they are very controlling, and we as adults can be very controlling. So there's this huge power struggle. And helping parents, and this is just all parents in general, biological, foster, adopted, doesn't matter. Helping parents relinquish control, the control battle, to allow the child to actually have more control is a big undertaking. It's a big challenge. And I really believe, I talked the other morning about never worrying about my daughters and being teens. Because at the level of parenting, I am not a control freak. I mean, I am not a control freak. And so I enjoy giving them control, always enjoyed giving them control over their lives. Now, there are some core things, spending time together, and, I'm pretty flexible in that. But I always try to be mindful of where my children were at. And control is another one of those very, very core, potentially threatening things that if we're not allowed it can overwhelm us. And so I just think about your structure and routine, and the ability to have control over the structure and routine is so important. But also, as a parent, I want you to be thinking about not only the importance of my structure and routine, but how mindful am I in my routine? How mindful am I in the structure that I create? Because you can have structure and routine and just wake up and do the same thing over and over and over and over again, and be completely mindless, not give it any thought. And it's just another automated thing that you're engaged in your life. So structure and routine are critical, but also the ability to be mindful, to be present during that time. That's probably as important as anything, is being aware and being conscious of your structure and of your routine, and constantly making tweaks and adjustments. basically by being conscious and mindful of your routine, you can make those tweaks and adjustments that actually make life better. And so you think about your children, and I always like to tie things back, to parenting and to our kids. You think about our kids, and I was like 3 cop cars. I'm like, what are all those cops doing sitting there in the parking lot? There's a donut and kolache store right next door. That's such a bad stereotype, but it's like they perpetuate it. When you think about making tweaks for your kids to the structure and routine, it's all about how can I maximize regulation, because your ability to maximize regulation is what ultimately is going to allow you to get the most compliance from your children. I think I've really kind of had a breakthrough in that area here recently in helping parents to understand that the only real challenge you're dealing with your child is the fact that their window of tolerance is smaller and more fragile than what your expectations are. And so when their window of tolerance is exhausted and they go outside of it, they become stressed. When they become stressed, they regress. When they regress and they're stressed, they act out. And so the whole goal, I believe I'm coming to feel this way more and more and more, task and responsibility is to help our children expand their window of tolerance, and when they go outside of their window of tolerance, to help them get back within it. And that's why punishment doesn't work. That's why threats don't work. That's why being overly controlling doesn't work, because it just creates more stress. Stefan, what time is it in the Netherlands? So Stefan says, my routines have helped me build a steady lifestyle. And yes, the morning routines help my children start their day every day with some chill mindset, because there's no stress of the unpredictability. That is absolutely correct, of a missing routine. So yeah, just like Stefan's saying, just, the predictability. The routine gives predictability. And without that predictability, the amygdala goes on alert. So you're immediately, it's almost 1 o'clock in the Netherlands, past noon. That's cool. 5:41 in the morning here, Stefan. So your predictability allows the amygdala to maintain a resting state without getting overwhelmed and focusing on a threat. And so and this is not just for your children, this is for you. There's nothing that I talk about that's not going to be equally important to you too, as the parent. Because we are all children. We're all children of God, but we are all children every single day. We all grew up dealing with adult parents who were children. And some of us had adult parents who were still children, maybe because of their traumas. Maybe they were emotionally stuck. But anything I recommend for your children, I'm recommending for you as well. But creating those routines and creating that structure for you is extremely, extremely important. I woke up this morning and a dear friend of mine passed away. I say it was a dear friend because I went and lectured at his agency in Pennsylvania. His name is Jay McElloyd, and he was only 52 years old. It makes me so sad. As I was just going to text him the other day, and we've texted over the course of several years, and he passed away unexpectedly. So I just want to send prayers and thoughts out to his wife and to his family, and let you guys know I'm thinking about you. So don't take life for granted, because, oh my God, the next moment is not promised. So we have to continually do the best that we can. Yesterday I released the Parenting Matrix, which is really an invitation for you all to join me starting February 1st, 28 days of mindful parenting, conscious parenting, breaking through the parenting matrix. And we all live in the parenting matrix, where the majority of beliefs are based in fear and threat and overwhelm and stress. And so you can join me for 28 days, have unlimited access to me, And it's essentially, if it's $49 a month, it's a part of my Lovevolution membership program. But $49 a month for 28 days, and if you continue on after that, it's $49 a month. Or you can do lifetime membership to the Lovevolution. But go to theparentingmatrix.com and check it out. And literally, if you're interested in being a better parent, which I don't think anyone shows up to my information that's not, and just interested in being more mindful, more loving, then go to theparentingmatrix.com and really think about what's there. Because February 1st, I'm going to be speaking directly to that group of folks, and we're going to have hundreds of breakthroughs of people getting out of the parenting matrix once and for all, and transforming their lives. So God bless each and every one of you. I am going to my workout. I am on my own again, 2 days in a row. My buddy had surgery done on his teeth, 3 teeth extracted yesterday, so I'm on my own again, which is cool. I'm going to go get it done for both of us. All right, you guys have an amazing day. Big Papa loves you, and I will talk to you soon.